So, welcome to another review, and we are live from LA. Y'all know how I go. All right, you hearing it here first. Well, not first, you know what I mean, but you hearing it from me. This is live. My review, my words from my mouth. All right, and when you hear this, you can say, "Hey, nah, LA said that." Why? Because I heard it. I heard it from him. He said that. We here to talk about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I recognize it didn't say Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, or Doctor Strange 2 the multi. I don't know. It don't say Doctor Strange 2. I thought that's a little weird. That's just I mean, side note, it don't mean anything. But is that, you know what I mean? Is that going forward? Are we like, or are they not notating the number, like the second, third, fourth installment? It just did Spider-Man do that? The Spider-Man has numbers in it. Again, this is all live, so I'm not looking this up. This Spider-Man. I don't think Spider-Man has numbers in the latest Spider-Man movies, that is. Or the latest Spider-Man franchise. The No Way Home trilogy, I think it's called. But it's a loud car in the back. What is that? What car is that? The neighborhood, man. Somebody out there testing their old school. But anywho, this is a review. My review. LA's review. And yes, there are spoilers, so don't listen to this if you have a problem with it. My voice might be a little bit off because I'm somewhat congested, so I don't plan on making this a hopefully not like a 20-25 minute video. Hopefully like 10 to 15 minutes and we up out of here for you. Okay? So you know how we do. We go over the rating, the genre, when it came out. We do a synopsis, stars, the cast, production, distribute, the context. The context. Give everybody their just dues in the movie, right? So, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, right? It's rated PG-13. Came out in May 6, 2022 was the day it released. And it is classified as an action adventure, right? It runs... Damn, is everybody driving past me around here? 2 hours and 6 minutes. 2 hours and 6 minutes long. All right. It's almost like a new standard almost for Marvel movies. Like, where's the hour and a half? Excuse me. Movies. Hey, I'm not saying I really got a problem with a 2 hour movie, but it has to be entertaining along that extra 30 minutes or that time period of whatever the length of the movie is. Right. Let's go to cast, right? So you have excuse me again. You have a lot of people. So I'm not gonna go everybody. You know what I mean? It's just the main people, and I might not know how to say your name, but I say your character and give you a shout out, of course. Because I don't know how to say America Chavez's name. I just know how to pronounce her last name, Gomez. Her first name is spelled Xochitl. So if you know how to pronounce that, hey, appreciate it. Go ahead and pronounce that for me. But you got Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda in there / Scarlet Witch. And of course, your main character, Benedict Cumberbatch, is Doctor Strange. You have Bruce Campbell in there, Christine Palmer in there. Well, her character, you know what I mean? Christine Palmer's in there, played by Rachel McAdams. Charles Xavier's in there, played by Patrick Stewart. Of course, you have Wong, quote unquote Benedict Wong. You have Baron Mordo. Man, there's a lot of people in there. All right. So it's very, I ain't gonna say star-studded, may not be the word. It's very Marvel-studded. It's almost like watching an Avengers movie. But either who. It's directed by Sam Raimi, of course. They had a budget of $200 million. Production companies, Marvel Studios, of course, distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. All right? Meat and potatoes. I don't like the movie. It was average to me. I'm gonna get right into it. The shit was average. Not even joking. To me. And it could be the hype, because this shit, people been waiting on this thinking this finna be everything with the multiverse and bringing the X-Men, and this shit was average to me. And I never want to see like a magic person fight another magic person, or a magic person versus a witchcraft person again if it looks like this, because this is not entertaining to me not entertaining. And I'm speaking of the Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch fights. Again, this is spoilers. I announced that shit earlier. Don't come crying. I don't like it. Wanda's the bad guy. And I didn't go over the synopsis, did I? Let me get the quick synopsis for you. Doctor excuse me. Let me get my voice together. Dr. Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell. Dr. Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens a portal to the multiverse. However, a threat emerges that may be too big for his team to handle. Now, this is Google stuff. That actually don't sound like the synopsis for this movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. It actually sounds like the synopsis for the last Spider-Man movie, to be honest. Because I don't think he cast a spell that did that. America Chavez. Well, maybe they're talking about the bad Stephen Strange. Okay, maybe. Because it was kind of like a couple evil Doctor Stranges around this movie. So maybe if they talking about the first Doctor Strange, who's not our world Doctor Strange, he kind of opened up a portal per se, kind of sort of using America Chavez and threw her through the multiverse. So maybe they talking about that. All right. Is it me? Doctor Strange is severely underpowered, in my opinion, still. Again, this is live from LA. So this is me and my opinion, okay? The man is underpowered. He's underpowered. And I don't know, man. I feel like he can do so much more or be so much more. I keep seeing him use like the same few spells. And I don't know, it's not entertaining. The Wanda thing. Oh, I want to get to the multiverse, to go through the multiverse so I can find my kids that I don't have. So what I want to do is go to another universe where my kids exist. I want to kill that Wanda and replace her and take her kids, and they're gonna love me because they're my kids, essentially. It's like, that's stupid. It's stupid. It sounds stupid. When I just said it at the end of it, and I heard myself, it sounded stupid. In hindsight, it sounds stupid. And you think that shit cool. And in the movie, America Chavez, whose power is, well, of course, y'all know Wanda has the dark hold, so she's stronger. She's not Wanda for much of the movie. She's really more Scarlet Witch the entire movie until maybe the very end, something like that. But America Chavez is like a kid. Age, I don't know, maybe mid-teens, like maybe 16, 17, something like that. I can't remember if they said. This is everything's off the first watch. And she was willing to kill America Chavez to take her power, because she's trying to take America Chavez's power, which America Chavez's power is she can cross dimensions. I mean, she can cross universes whenever she wants to, but she don't know how to control it. Wanda wants that power. So Wanda's trying to absorb the power or seek the power using her power out of America Chavez, but that will kill America Chavez. So I don't know what made her think that shit would be cool. Like, I'm gonna kill this kid to go save my kids. I'm surprised that Marvel and Disney would even use this concept, to be honest. If they was gonna do that, they should have made America Chavez like grown. She doesn't seem grown by far. She's clearly like a teenager to me. He's like a teenager. I didn't look that up, but she's like a teenager. Again, it looked like she's like 16, 17 maybe. Side note, I found out America Chavez gave me a tidbit. There's only one America Chavez in the multiverse. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I'm not an avid comic book reader by any means. I seen some of the cartoons back in the day, X-Men, this, that, you know what I mean? Just like everybody else. I'm the average Joe when it comes to the superhero franchises and series. You know what I mean? I'm not new by any means. I've been watching this shit since I was a kid. X-Men was my joint. X-Men animated series was my joint to put me on everything. But I never knew, as far as like the superheroes and mutants and going into DC and the Marvel joints. I never knew. So I don't know if that's something that's like in a comic book somewhere or in a cartoon or whatever the case is. But I found that out in this movie because, you know what I mean, they make it seem like there's one of everybody across the multiverse. In every universe besides like the cosmic beings, I believe, and shit like that. Or the higher level cosmic beings and shit like that. But I didn't know there's only one America Chavez. And I assume that's because she can go through universes herself. Interesting to me. Doctor Strange is trying to protect her from the Scarlet Witch. And the Scarlet Witch threatens to kill Doctor Strange and takes America Chavez's powers. And do what she need to do to go get her kids. And that setup is flawed. I seen Scarlet Witch is a murderer from what I seen. She's a flat out murderer. She should never be brought back in Marvel again. Not due to the actress. It's the character. The thing she was willing to go through in the movie. She shouldn't be brought back from any universe or whatever. She shouldn't be in Marvel going forward. That's my personal belief. Right? She hurt people. Like people, like human beings. I can make an argument that somebody died in one of the not necessarily the opening scenes, but one of the opening scenes when America Chavez came to our Marvel Cinematic Universe and met Doctor Strange. Who was it? Gargantuan? Whatever. The thing with the tentacles and the big ass eye was destroying the city. Looked like something out of Man of Steel. I can make an argument that people had to die when that was happening. And that was caused by Wanda. So she's a murderer. And you attempted murder of a kid that we know for a fact. Who's also willing to kill, per you claim, Doctor Strange and Wong and whoever got into him when they was excuse me, at the temple, with all the little, I don't know what they call, little foot soldiers of the Sorcerer Supreme. And she's willing to fight them, kill them, threaten their lives and everything. She shouldn't be brought back under no circumstances. Her character is tainted. I don't want to see her on the next Avengers team, and I don't get no fuck about that. She shouldn't be nowhere near whatever case is. She should be a bad guy here on out if she's brought back at any point in time. That's just my personal opinion. The fights was unentertaining. The action sequences wasn't that entertaining. The story is okay. Graphics are nice. The actors do a nice job acting, typical of a Marvel script. So not like it's not a drama. So we're not finding any type of in-depth acting. Let me reach for the stars. Where's the inner? It's not that type of act. Okay, we talking about regular. It's just regular acting, as far as Marvel is concerned, and they did a good job of playing the characters that they portrayed. But I think the story fell flat. The action sequences was okay. The combat was okay. The ending was trash to me. Or you could say it was okay, but to me it was trash. And it's hard to recommend someone go buy the movie or pay to see the movie. For me, like I don't know, man. It was okay, and I don't know if it's due to the hype. Because they do show Xavier and Black Bolt and Captain Carter is in there. They show, you know what I mean, them, they get their ass beat by Scarlet Witch. But they was there. Not an impressive showing in my perspective, in my opinion. You know what I mean? From my perspective of how I was seeing things roll out, not a good showing for the motherfuckers either. Like only one, maybe two of them, Captain Carter, and damn, I forget the other girl name. Was that Monica Rambeau? Miss Marvel, I believe. I could be mistaken. Goddamn, I'm tripping. I think they're the only two who really put in work. To me, put in work when fighting Scarlet Witch. The rest of the motherfuckers, man, like I don't know, they could have kept them niggas. But anywho, it was alright, man. Like it was alright. It was alright, man. Matter of fact, listen, I'm gonna give y'all my score on a 1 to 10. Y'all know how we do this. 1 to 10 ice cubes. On a scale of 1 to 10 ice cubes, how would I recommend this movie? Okay. It's definitely not a 10. Y'all know how I feel about 10s. It's not a 9. We can easily bypass that. It's not an 8. I can bypass that. I want to say, because I thought if I would even do this review, that I had like a 7 in my head out the gate. Like that was just where I was at with it without even really doing any type of in-depth thinking. Like I just knew it wasn't a 10, 9. I'd be stretching it to give it an 8. But I'm in my heart of hearts, it's a 7 ice cubes. It's a 7 ice cubes out of 10. It was okay, man. Like it's worth seeing with the kids. It's not worth it if you gotta pay. Listen, I wouldn't pay to see a 7. That's me personally. I wouldn't pay to see a 7. If someone could save me, you know what I mean, the money to do it, then I appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to do. If you can get to like a matinee or whenever the movie theater is like $5, hey, cool. Go pay that $5. I don't know where y'all at. Go pay that $5 and do that. But other than that, man, it's decent. You know, wait till it come out on Disney Plus if it ain't already there. And yeah, man, 7 ice cubes out of 10, and that shit can fluctuate. I might watch it again on a rewatch, and I might drop that shit down, to be honest with you. I got to go back over the ending and pay attention to things that happen at the end. So again, this is a spoiler review because I'm going to always say certain things, but I'm not going to say everything. That's why I say I'm not trying to really sit here and give you a 30, 40, 50 minute, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all the 10 to 20 minutes, if need be 25. You know what I mean? I'm going to say certain things, but I'm not going to try to tell you every single thing. So it's a spoiler review, but it's not like a complete spoiler, like I'm telling you everything. So I have to go back over the end to see how I feel about the end. But right now, on the first watch, this shit is a 7. You know what I mean? To me, it's okay. It's okay. And with that, I'm out of here, man, because it's getting harder for me to breathe. And you have just witnessed and listened to a review, right, on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And this came to you straight live from LA. Listen, man, it's a lot of y'all out here listening to me and y'all not following me on streaming platforms. And I feel some type of way. I really feel some type of way. All right, it don't cost you anything. Just hit that follow button on whatever platform you streaming on. Okay, whatever platform you listen to your podcast on, hit that follow button. Matter of fact, follow us at Amazing, AMAZAN Studios on YouTube. Follow the YouTube channel. You can witness all 3 podcasts. There's visuals with them. You can witness all 3 podcasts on Amazing Studios on YouTube. And with that, follow us on all streaming platforms. Live from LA, our other podcast, Iced Coffee, and our other podcast, The Initiated. Right? You can also follow me, The LA Styles on Stereo. That's stereo.com/The LA Styles. They have an app. And I do all my live streaming from there. We do all our live streaming from there. So if you want to take part in our podcast live recordings where you can get your opinion heard and we play all the opinions, everyone's comment, we might actually invite you to join the panel and have an actual discussion with you. All right. We do that with our listeners, and we play all the comments and everything. If you want to be heard, follow us on Stereo. All right. At The LA Styles. You can follow me on Stereo. You can also follow Coffee at Black Knight 24. Black Knight 24 on Stereo. Follow him live, and you can catch all our podcasts live. Okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love. Sharing is caring. Hit that share button, and let me know, man. Coming up, what y'all think about Multiverse, man? If you watched it, what do you think about it? What's your score on the scale of 1 to 10 ice cubes? How cold is it? Is it thawed out, which is a 1, or is it freezing cold? Like, man, this movie's so cold, you have to go see it. That's a 10. Is it thawed out, or is it solid? Let me know. Right now, it's almost in the middle, man. This damn near got, like, you know what I mean, like frost on it. Like, it's just a little bit of water on the counter. You know what I mean? Like, it could go down to a 6. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Appreciate the love, man. It's your boy Leonard Anderson, aka LA Styles, aka The LA Styles, the one and only Stereo Styles. And again, you've been here witnessing me live review Doctor Strange live from LA.